I feel like I'd be doing a disservice to myself and you guys if I didn't talk about how much I absolutely loved the first episode of Joker Game. Now, I've heard a lot of people talking about a bunch of hype about this. I do know that it's a manga series and a lot of people have just been talking about it, saying you really need to go and see this, and the first episode finally drops to this, and I've got to say, it taking place in, like, I believe just now about to go into the 1940s. I love this noir. I love these businessmen in suits kind of thing in a room talking about government. I absolutely love that kind of stuff. I kind of have a soft spot for that kind of stuff. I like kind of stuff like LA Noire. I like old mob movies like that. I like this, and knowing that this is all international, like, spy stuff coming into this, like, it's just already, like, a fucking head over the heels for it already. So from what I can definitely say from like how the opening goes and how, especially with the first episode, it seems like our main character is Lieutenant Sakuma. I believe like it's supposed to be all these spies that we've got around, but he's like the one is like, oh no, I don't consider myself a spy and all that. It's like, you know, spies, cowardly stuff, and like the old man there like is in charge of everything. He's like, oh, you think spies cowardly shit, right? And we get to see, like, throughout this entire span of time, is that they had, like, this giant society, like, giant organization, pretty much known as the D Agency, where they try and get elite people, elite spies, and basically they know everything. They're, like, trained by professional, like, gigolos, obviously, to, like, seduce women, also to, like, crack safes, like, you know, combat, all this kind of thing, mentally and physically at the breaking point to see how it is. And after all these people gone, only 8 are left for this society. And just by saying, like, how immediately it's done by IG, like, it's beautiful. I absolutely love there's just, like, one scene where you get to see all the elites and all that. So good, like, keeping an eye on them. I love it. Them rolling down the streets, going up to bars and stuff like that. They got cigarettes in the mouth. Some of the suits on the back, like, the hats are on. Like, I absolutely love that. Like, just styling and fucking profiling down the streets, getting babes. That's what I want to see from these guys. And then he wakes up just to get some water, and then he finds out they're all back and they're having like a poker game, and like, you know, like the complete room is filled to the brim with fucking smoke and everything. It's like, alright, let's see what all these guys are all about, you know, let's like have a friendly game. And they're all going around, and it's like, I got completely destroyed. And they're like, yeah, by the way, just to let you know, all of us cheated in that match, by the way. He's like, what the fuck? It's like, that's bullshit like that. It's like, what do you do that? How is that fun if you're all cheating? He's like, no, it's just a little game that we like to call Joker Game, where we kind of work around to see who's the traitor, who's working around all this S and that. It's very interesting because it's like, yeah, we might be giving you information on his cards, or we could be trying to trick you. That's the whole point of the game. I'm like, actually, I like this. This is double crossing and then doing it around and just the perfect heel. Like, I find that interesting. And like, even when the old man comes into this, it's like, look, like when he's actually like debating to him, saying like, what would you do? Say like, you got caught if you're a spy, and he's like, oh well, I'd either kill the person that found me out or like sacrifice. And like, everyone just started laughing. It's like, these guys don't give a fuck really about politics. They don't give a fuck any about that. Like it's more like these guys were chosen, and it's because they love this stuff. They're like, I guess I can do spy stuff. Like, this is the sort of thing I am, and they're fucking elites on this shit. Like, I honestly love the entire scenario about it. Like, I think it's really interesting. We don't get many shows like back in the day because. And it's a seinen military series, so that's another interesting thing about it. So I'm really curious. Like, the definitely does show like has like a lot of action into it. Like, it's gonna mix it up. But when there's actual mind games being played into that, and just I love that. Just like, honestly, it was just them like just there like sitting down and like shooting the fucking crab at the crab table like that, and just like, yeah, playing poker, having the fucking smokes like that. I absolutely like. That's still IG made this look beautiful. I absolutely love it. Like, and it's the simplicity of it. Like, you don't have to do these massive explosions. Like, even just the smoke in the room that everyone's smoking around, even the little like things that they're doing like that to give away stuff. I love that. Like, even scratching their head saying like, oh yeah, that's what it is, or even asking the bartender for a drink. Like, I love that stuff. Even fucking flipping a page or something, like all that stuff there, like to give away like those situations and all that they give away. Like, I love that stuff. I absolutely enjoy that. That's some real good shit, and overall it was just fucking real fun. Like, it was actually just like a real blast watching it. And I think like definitely this is one of the shows I like to say that it's going to be this season that like it's going to stand out for a lot of people next to a few others. Like, I really hope that this is like next to like a couple of ones that are super popular and we all knew they were going to be big hits, I really hope Joker Game is going to be one of those ones especially as well that's like, okay, this is some legit shit. Honestly, it's being interesting that they are, even not even talking about the first part really of the episode where they actually had to investigate like this like American guy's like place, and it's like, oh, he might be a spy and they're trying to catch him, and it's like, oh, by the way though, if you fuck this up though, like, you know, the D agency's in trouble. And also as well, they made it say, oh, don't worry, our lieutenant will cut himself if they do it. And it's like, you know, dressing up as police officers, like going in there, they couldn't find anything because other police officers went there, and it's obviously he's hiding his tracks, and it's like, oh shit, did I just get caught up in another one of their games? Because like all of them like, yeah, we can't find anything, we fucked up. It's like, yeah, so I'm really interested to see how they're going to get out of the situation. Are they going to plant something? Like, what's going to be going on? Like, how is he going to get himself out of that? And it's like, it's interesting to see like this guy like who kind of has this whole justice kind of situation. It's like trying to dive into these guys' world, like, and it's not like, oh, I'm getting mind fucked. It was like these assholes is like trying to keep you cool and trying to do all of this stuff. Like, I love that. I think it's just really goddamn interesting, and it's a nice change. I'm getting like heavy Baccano vibes off it. Like, I love like the time era where like Baccano takes place in, and I love that kind of situation. And the music, oh my god, the jazz, like, that's so perfect. It's so fucking perfect, and it's just like, IG, you just outdid yourself with this one. Definitely so far, I would highly say that this is my favourite show so far I've seen so far. Like, I'd give this a 9, 9.5. It was such, like, the tone of it was beautiful. I honestly loved it. So, can't recommend it enough. Really hope you guys check out Joker Game, but that is all from me. So, if you love Joker Game as much as I do, then you hit the like, you hit that subscribe, all that beautiful stuff. And also as well, that's all from me. So, I'll catch you guys next time.